awesome brows. I should have opened this before I got on camera. So, hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl KturaKay. I'm going to be showing you all how I achieve these awesome brows using Benefits Cosmetics. So I'm a brow girl. I'm all about real pretty full brows. So if you're interested in watching and seeing how I achieve these brows and touching them up when you need to go get them done, then stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell to be notified when I post new videos. So let's get started. Hey y'all. So we're gonna start off. My brows are completely naked. They're completely naked. I don't have anything on them. We're gonna start off. I like to start off by tweezing my brows if they have a little bit of straight hair somewhere. So I'm gonna be taking my Benefit grooming and tweezing brush, and I'm gonna go in and tweeze any little hairs that I see that may stand out after I put my concealer and stuff on. The concealer usually covers it, but still we're gonna brush them up because it has like the brush here and it has the tweezers on the other end, so you really don't have to search around for a brush. I've literally tried to use a hairbrush before on my brows because I couldn't find a little spoolie to use, and I was so upset. I'm like, really? And of course later when I wasn't looking for it, I found it. A girl had to do what a girl had to do. So, or sometimes a comb. I remember one time I tried to use a comb. So it's like little hairs here. I don't know if you can see or not. I might just zoom in for this video. So you're gonna take it, and the little hairs you see, you're gonna pluck. Ah, look cockeyed. But anyways, I plucked it, and it's gonna hurt a little bit, but the pain is not that bad. Like, you'll live. It feels way better than threading sometimes. Because sometimes threading can hurt, especially when I don't go for a long period of time. So yeah, I'm just taking it, and it's pulling the hair like basically from the root. So I basically clean up that little area there. On this side, it's like maybe 2 or 3 hairs. See, look at that. Then you just brush it. Oops. Then you just brush it off after you're finished. And I'm gonna go back in and pick off. Maybe I see like 2 more. See that? It's a little mini hair. But yeah, 1 more right here. Hold on, I didn't grab it. Perfect. Got it off. Done with this. I'm gonna put it back in here. You're gonna clean it off, of course. I like to spray mine with any type of alcohol or something like that. Anything will work, just to clean it off so it won't have any like hair or anything on it later. So I'm putting it back in here. So the next step I like to do is condition my brows. So I'm using my brow conditioning primer. I really don't prime my brows often, but I do it when I think about it. So I'm thinking about it today, so I'm like, why not? And I wanted to show you all this brow conditioning primer by Benefit. It actually helps your brows grow. So if you have like brows that are really thin and you're trying to get them to grow, definitely you want to use this. It works better at night in my opinion. I like to put on this at night, but it is supposed to help the color last longer on your brows when you do put it on under your makeup. So we're going to put it on right now. I remember to put it on at night, but majority of the time I don't remember to put it on before I do my makeup. So I'm just going to brush it. It has a little twist, so I'm brushing it on. Ooh. It's kind of like a gel formula, so it's really cooling. It's going on really nice like that. So, and like it has a little twist here and a little like silicone tip with like little bristles. The next step that I'm going to do is, favorite part, of course, filling them in. My brows are fairly thick. I mean, I like how they look, but I love to go in and define them a little bit more. I have 2 favorite brow pencils that I like to use. I like to alternate. It really depends on what kind of look you're going for. If you want a really nice sharp look, I would recommend using this baby right here, and this is the Precisely My brow pencil. I want to show you all the tip, and it comes with a brush on the end as well, a spoolie. And this is how thin, y'all see that, how thin the tip of the pencil is. Like it's even thinner than Spike. It's thinner than a MAC Spike. So thinner winner. So I'm going in and I'm making sure that conditioner is dry. So I'm gonna go in and start basically just outlining my brows. I like to go on the bottom first and get that nice perfect line. And I have a light hand, so it is making the color go on very smooth and not too dark. And after I do that, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna do the other one too. Why would I not? Yeah, so just tracing the outline of your brow, and then you're gonna start going in a little bit, especially on the tail. You're gonna go in a little bit and just fill in. Like I said, and I got into a bad car accident here. I did a story time on it. I just didn't like how I looked, honestly. So I'll probably do another one and tell you all about my wreck. Yeah, it was so crazy. But I basically got cut here, so no hair grows there. So don't think I cut it with a razor or anything like that. I know some people used to do that like back in high school, but I don't do that. It's just, it won't grow back. So that's another reason why I like to use the conditioner at night, because I was trying to get it to grow back and it hasn't happened yet, so we'll see. The next thing I like to use is the Goof Proof I'm being goofy right now. The Goof Proof brow pencil, and this is the tip of this one. Let me show y'all. It's longer and it has a nice wide. It goes. It's so hard to explain. It's like it starts off really skinny and then it goes down. So it's a longer pencil and it goes down and then it gets a little bit thicker. So I like to use that for when I'm going in and filling in nicely, because it's not as harsh as that thinner one, because that thinner one can go on kind of sharp if you have a really hard hand. So this is just going on really nicely and you're just doing it really easy, and it's still giving a nice shade of brown. Nothing too dark, you know. So that's that. And I like, you can measure your brow here, measure it here, make sure it's not too long or too short. And now I'm going to go in with my 3D brow tone. This is a lighter brown color, so if my brows end up too dark, I like to go, and this is what the 3D brow tone looks like, and this is in the color 4. So I like to go in with this and just brush my brows up nicely, and it just makes it a little bit lighter than the dark brown, because I don't really like my brows to be, hold on, get a little more product. I don't like my brows to be too dark. I don't even like them to be the same color as my hair sometimes. Like if my hair is like jet black, I don't want jet black brows. Like they're definitely going to be brown. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And it's just highlighting the brow a little bit and making it a nice light brown. Not even a light brown, a nice medium brown, so it's not too dark. Like that. Like that. So that's the brow tone. So my last 2 steps that I have for the perfect brow is the like 24-hour brow setter, and it comes, I love their packaging. It's just so glamorous, so cute, so queenish. Like it just reminds me of a nice palace or something. Like it's so pretty. But yeah, this is the 24-hour brow setter, and this is in the clear. So I like using the clear over that highlight, or sometimes if my brows look perfect and I don't need to lighten them up anymore, I'll use this by itself. But I'm using it on top of that other one just to set everything in place. And you see sometimes I have those hairs that stick up. After you brush them up, you can just comb them to the side. It's like a brush slash comb kind of sort of. So like I did it again. There we go. We're gonna do the other side, and this is gonna just set your brows in place so they don't move throughout the day and just be all over the place. Because sometimes when I need my brows done, literally they'll be just like down here, like you can see them falling down there, and it's just a mess. But now this does the trick and sets them in place, kind of like a hair gel almost, just like that. The last and final step is basically like a concealer, but this is the high brow pencil. It's supposed to have a natural looking finish, so this is what it looks like. But to me, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, I like to use it after I put my natural concealer on. So I'm gonna use the natural concealer that I love to use. I'm gonna be using my angled brow brush and spoolie, and this is from Benefit also. And I'm going to be using my favorite NARS concealer, and this is their soft matte concealer. So I'm going to take this angle brush here and I'm going to dip it in the concealer. And I'm going to go in and just basically go at the bottom and just outline everything, and just to conceal, just to give it a more sharpened look, like that. And I really need my brows done. Like the top part is just like, they're so long, but like using that tweezer definitely helps at the beginning, just because it gets rid of any hairs that may show through the concealer, or you're waiting to get your brows done. Because I know some people that they just want this part to be thin like me, but I want this part to stay thick. So I don't want to go to the brow lady if I don't need to, you know, I just need it back here. So that's when you use that tweezer. Then you can go in with that natural finish right here on the side. I like to use it very lightly, and then I'll take my finger and just rub it in, because it just lightens up that back part right here, that tail area underneath that. Right there. And I know I'm about to put on like eyeshadow, so that's why I really do it. But if not, sometimes I'll just put the concealer on by itself. You don't want it to look crazy, but it does highlight it a little bit, highlight that arch. So there you have it. Thank you all so much for watching my updated brow tutorial. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye. This literally just came in the mail yesterday, so I had to record it so I can get it out as soon as possible for y'all, and it's going to be on the Patrick Star collection from MAC Cosmetics.